Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, The Quarry. Michael Shannon plays in it. That's the only reason I'm watching this movie. It's about a drifter who comes into town, evidently somehow kills the preacher of the town, and then takes his place. So I'm assuming they make up some story where the preacher leaves and a new guy comes in. It's not like, how could he just take his place? People would know who the preacher is and that this murderous guy took him over. Anyway, whatever. IMDb doesn't even have it rated yet, and it's an hour and 43 minutes long, so Michael Shannon's in it. That's why I'm watching it. So let me get into it, find out what it's about, give you a better idea of the synopsis, and then ultimately let you know what I think. So stick around. Hey everybody, I want to do a quick check-in here. We're watching The Quarry. We're at the 55-minute, 36-second mark. It's an hour and 43-minute long movie, so a little over halfway. Interestingly enough, it stars Shea, Whigham, I think I'm saying that right, and Michael Shannon, as we know. Shea, I always remember from Boardwalk Empire, and that's where I remember Michael Shannon from. It's funny. Now, they've both been in a lot more than that. Michael Shannon has been Zod from Superman, and Shea has been in... So when I looked it up, I was like, holy cow, he was in Joker, Bad Times at El Royale, Vice, he's First Man, he's in a lot of different things. But I always associate him, I think, with that, right? Anyway, you see him all over the place. He is the drifter, Shea. And the preacher is coming into town on a new assignment kind of thing, picks up our drifter, and that's where the crossover happens, where he takes over for him. Yeah, I thought it was odd that would happen, but nobody has seen him yet because he's new to town. Small town, not sure yet, probably down south along the border because everybody speaks Spanish. And Michael Shannon, as we know, is the chief there. And so he takes over for the preacher. And, starts playing the role as though he has a jaded past. We're not sure about it. Wanted for something like that. He's a criminal. But he takes on this persona of a new preacher that's in town, kind of learning the ropes. Now, as soon as he comes into town, he parks his van there and it gets broken into. So Michael Shannon's character, the chief, is trying to find the people who broke into his van. Small town. He already knows who did it. And so some of the stuff that was in the van is out there, even though it's not Shea's, the characters, the preachers, the new preacher, the false preacher, it's the actual preacher stuff. Sorry, I'm just very confusing right now, but you get it. And that's what the whole plot's about. He's starting to hold services for the people in town, so that's kind of interesting. However, it is a very dry, slow-moving movie. By reading the synopsis, I think there might be a little bit more to it. There's not. It is really, he takes over in the beginning, and it's slow moving. The preacher, the new preacher, Shea, Whigham, his character, I'm not even sure what his name is in the movie, has very minimal speaking parts. Some, but very quiet. And, Michael Shannon is Michael Shannon and everything, so you know how dry he is. So make sure you drink some coffee before you get into this movie if you decide to watch it. We'll see where it goes from here. But now you have a better idea of what it's about, and we cleared up how the false preacher becomes a preacher. But I'm going to watch the end of this here. Stop in at the end and let you know my final thoughts. But right now, not the most exciting movie so far. I'll be back. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of The Quarry, and I have to say, for a slow burn movie, not bad. Not what I wanted to watch on a Friday night. It seemed like there was going to be a little bit more oomph to it, if you will, but there's not. It's really a slow, dry movie, and I know I said that because now you're probably saying the reviews the same way. It's still a good movie. I liked it. I like, what they did here. I thought it was well done in the story that they told and the way that they told it, in a sense. But for me, not a Friday night movie, more of a hey, there's I feel like focusing and watching a movie that I don't know how you say it, but good performances by Michael Shannon, of course, by Shea Whigham. I really like them, and except for the lack of speaking parts for Shea, but they made it really interesting. And I don't want to go down. I think I've given you enough on the plot to get you where you need to go if you're interested in watching this movie, because I don't need to tell you anymore. I think there's a lot unfolds, and they bring the story together nicely. Let me say that. Now, one last piece of it is there is a female co-star who is Michael Shannon's girlfriend, we'll say, and she's also lives in the house where Shea Whigham's character, the new pastor, lives, or whatever, reverend, whatever. But I don't know what her role is. She just must have the house that they stay in. She doesn't go to church or do anything else. She actually, and here's the part I wanted to get to, until the end, I didn't see her in anything else but a robe. Day, night, didn't matter. She was in a robe all the time. One time she was under covers and she got out and put a robe on. Until the end. So, maybe you'll catch her somewhere else. If you do watch this, look for that. See if you see her in anything other than a robe throughout this movie. I found that very peculiar. I don't think it means anything. It's just an interesting fact. So, there we have it. If you like those actors, you're going to check this out. It's still, like I said, a decent movie, but you have to be patient and watch the whole thing. Alright, I don't know. That's it. That's all I got for you. If you do check it out, let me know what you think. Let me know if you see her in anything else besides the end. And let me know what you thought of the film. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. And more importantly, tell all your friends. And thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.